Hey everyone, I'm Trevor, and today we are eating at Carthay Circle Restaurant in Disney California Adventure. A few weeks ago we ate at the lounge, now we're eating at the restaurant. Different place, different menu, so let's get going. Now the lounge is this little area over here, and if you did not see that video, again, this is basically a separate restaurant in the same building. This is the lounge. The actual restaurant is inside here. Amy already checked in on the app. You can check in 15 minutes early. I think they just have the dinner menu out here. We'll look at the menu, yeah, we'll look at the menu a little bit when we get in there. They do have lunch here, but it is a prefix menu. We originally got reservations for lunch because the dinner was not available. And so I grabbed lunch, but I didn't really want to do the prefix menu at all because, well, one, it's a little bit more expensive as well. So what I did is I set up an alert on Mouse Dining, which we share about all the time. It's a free service. We're not sponsored by them or anything like that. We use their service all the time to get an alert whenever a dining reservation opened up. So I got an email that this reservation opened up and I booked it. Oh, you know what? I'm just remembering when she asked me, we just checked in. I got the text like 2 minutes later. And she asked me if all of us were here. And it reminded me, I actually didn't use Mouse Dining for this. I mean, I did, but I couldn't find any availability, so I used Mouse Dining. And then Mouse Dining immediately said, hey, there's reservations available. And I was like, what do you mean there's reservations available? There wasn't any showing for 2, and we're just here, just the 2 of us. I had to put one in for 3, booked it, and then I modified it from 3 down to 2.
Oh, weird.
It was, yeah, really, but it let me do that. So maybe it's something that you consider doing. If you can't find reservations for your party size, try different party sizes, book something, and then modify it to the party size that you need. It might work. So when our server came to get us outside the restaurant, she walked us in and gave us a couple of options to get upstairs. First, we could take the elevator, but we were fine with the stairs, so we opted for the stairs. When we walked upstairs, she pointed out the restrooms for us, as well as a picture on the wall for the inspiration of this restaurant, which was the original Carthay Circle Theater. Once inside, she walked us to our table, which was very fancy. She pulled out the seat for Amy and then laid our napkins across our laps, which I thought was, I've never seen that at any of the Disney restaurants we've done before. It is just Amy and I today. I did Blue Bayou by myself a couple of weeks ago, and some of you said you need to treat Amy to her own special meal, a date day, if you will. And so we came up here today without the kids to do Carthay Circle Restaurant together. In fact, this was the first, well, one of the first, I think Storytellers was the first date meal we ever did together. But the Carthay Circle Restaurant was one of the first meals we did for lunch, way back in the day before we became vloggers. And the last time we were here was actually about 3 years ago with the kids. But we're excited to be back again, and after the lounge, like, stunned me, surprised me, the food was just superb and amazing. I'm hopeful that this experience today will change my opinion, because the last time we were here at Carthay Circle Restaurant, I wasn't impressed. I thought it was overpriced. I thought it was overrated, and I'm super excited. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the menu for the Carthay Circle Restaurant. We do have some starters up here at the top. Diverse scallop. Oh man, I'm just not going to try to pronounce some of these things. So you can take a look at that and figure out what that's supposed to be. Escabeche, I don't know. Escabeche, $26. Shrimps and calamari steak fritto misto for $26. We've got a Oaxaca style braised short rib, and I know Oaxaca because we have some friends who live in Oaxaca. A warm pear and goat cheese tart, $18. Spanish potato croquettes for $18. Chicken wings al pastor, $22, and autumn salad with cranberry walnut croutons for $18. And then we have down here in the main courses, we've got grilled Mediterranean half chicken for $46. Maple orange glazed Diestel turkey breast, $50. And again, these are going to be more expensive dishes. Okay, this is a fancy restaurant. Sustainable fish of the day for $52. We have a braised short rib raviolis for $54. Signature thick cut pork chop for $54, and a certified Black Angus New York for $75. And then down here at the bottom for the table, they have warm cheddar Parker House rolls for $14, Yukon Gold mashed potatoes for $15, and roasted Brussels sprouts for $15. And nothing on the back. So drinks, let's see if we got drinks here in the center menu. And the non-alcoholic beverages are the same exact menu as the lounge. So this one is the same. Amy got the twin bill last time, and I got the wild berry lemonade. We will probably not be getting non-alcoholic beverages this time since we got them last time. I just stick with this glass of water they brought. Water is just fine by me.
What was the first thing I was doing again? So our server just came and he explained to us that the menu right now is a fall menu. So it's only here for the fall. So kind of like the lounge, it seems like the menu is going to rotate quite often. That's probably why, you know, like when we came here 3 years ago, nothing that we got then is on the menu now. But he explained that. He also went through the whole menu, you know, like kind of gave a description of a few popular things on the menu for us. So I decided to get actually 2 appetizers as my entree. I'm getting a short rib and chicken wings. And then we are sharing, for a starter, some chicken croquettes. But he did mention that because it's fall, you can get a turkey dinner right now, and you can get that now or even on Thanksgiving. So if you are very much in the fall mood and want your Thanksgiving dinner, you can order that here.
Well, we are here, you know, for a date, if you will. That's not the, like, primary true purpose, I suppose, of coming here. We haven't eaten here in 3 years, and I really wanted to update my footage of, you know, Carthay Circle Restaurant. I feel like I've said this in just about every video recently, but just trying to prep for this year's food guides. And so we do have, you know, a dual-edged purpose here. We're up here by ourselves because Amy and I also sat down with a DVC sales rep recently, and we knew it was about 3 hours. I feel like we did about 3 hours for that DVC conversation, and we knew that the kids were not going to tolerate that, so we left the kids at home, and we took the opportunity, being up here without kids, to come and do this meal as like a little bit of a date, as well as get footage for the food guide. So one of our starters came out, and this is the Spanish potato croquettes. I'm going to butcher this, but I'm going to try my best. This is a manchego cheese, Soria chorizo, roasted garlic aioli. At least it comes with all of those things. And this actually looks really, really good.
Please hold. This thing does not cut as easily as I thought it would. Yeah. Yummy. That cheese sauce on top, and they're warm and gooey and melt in your mouth, and yeah, yum.
I'll try a bite now. Pretty good. Nice and crispy. Like the mashed potato. Don't know that I got any of the cheese sauce, so I'm gonna go back in for a second bit here. Cheese sauce isn't super strong. I'm a big cheese person, so I could definitely use it being a little bit stronger, but these are definitely very delicious. There are 7 of them, I think before we dug into them, there were 7 of them. So for $18, it's a little over $2 for each one of them. I think it was 18. Which, I mean, isn't terrible for a fancy restaurant. Absolutely very delicious, packed with flavor, and love every bite. The alternative option that we were considering was we were going to get one of their for the table options, which they had rolls, potatoes, mashed potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. He said the Brussels sprouts are really good, but I'm not a big Brussels sprout person. And when we asked our server, his name is Ryan, if we should get the mashed potatoes or the rolls, he basically just said the rolls are dinner rolls. They're nothing super special. They're you know, they're good, but they're not going to wow you. And the mashed potatoes, he said, yeah, they're mashed potatoes. But he said the Spanish potato croquettes, everybody loves those. They're a huge hit, and it was about the same dollar value. It was like $15 for the table options. And so these are potatoes still, instead of, we were going to get the mashed potatoes. These are still potatoes, but definitely a fancier form. And for only $3 extra, Amy and I both agree that this is better. Well, I wish I could have seen, like, for the table size, because I was curious as to how much mashed potatoes you would actually get ordering that for the table option. But this definitely tastes better. It's a better taste than just standard Yukon Gold mashed potatoes. So the croquettes are a winner.
after we finished our starter, they came and cleared the table, and I had set my fork aside, because sometimes you need to save it for your entree course. But no, they came and cleared the whole table, including all our silverware, and said, oh, we'll get you new silverware. So, very fancy.
And here we go once again with the rest of our food. Don't mind the mispronunciations. Amy got the Oaxacan-style braised short rib. This comes with crispy titella, queso fresco, and tomatillo essence. And then she also ordered the chicken wings El Pastor. And if you look around it there, this comes with a pineapple habanero butter. And for my dish, I ordered off of the main entree menu. This is the braised short rib raviolis. This comes with a celery root, sun-dried tomato, mushrooms, shallot confit. Now, just to make things a little easier here with eating all of this food and to make sure that we enjoy it while it's warm, we're just going to eat the food off camera and then we'll talk about it after the fact. While Amy finishes up her meal, I will talk about mine because I'm a pretty quick eater. I am. I don't take very long to eat at all. And before the server could even come around and check on how our food was, and this was like, 2 minutes, 3 minutes after they delivered our food, I just looked down at my plate and I said to him, this is how it went. Can you tell? And very delicious. Okay, so when we were ordering off the menu, he said that the braised short rib raviolis were the most popular menu item that he had, and wow, was he correct. That thing was amazing. Those things, I should say. There were 5 raviolis. I think there were 5 on there. If there's only a complaint that I have to give is that it's not really enough food. Amy said it when we stayed at the lounge, that I feel like the more expensive the food gets, the smaller the portion sizes become. In a way, that's a good thing, because now I'm not like overly stuffed, if you will. I don't have that waddling out of here, you have to roll me away sort of feeling. I do feel, sufficient, okay? It's definitely sufficient, but for $54, you do expect, a little bit more portion size sometimes. But so if you're looking for larger menu items, definitely don't come here. But the food is delicious. It's amazing. It's really good. I had a bite of one of Amy's chicken wings because she didn't want all of them. And I also said to her, for a fancy restaurant, this meal is really messy. The chicken wings, the sauce obviously gets all over your finger. It's a chicken wing. But the flavor was pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan of chicken wings because there's not a lot of meat on those bones, and I have to do too much work and get too messy for them. So I don't really. When I order chicken wings, okay, guys, you're gonna laugh at me. But I go to a chicken wing place to order chicken wings. I order boneless chicken wings, which, let's be real, they're basically just chicken nuggets. But those are my type of chicken wings, or the boneless wings.
My food was pretty good too. The chicken wings, it was hard to describe, but if you looked at the plate, I thought it was almost like a potato type thing with it, but no, that's that habanero pineapple butter, but it's like almost foamed. It's really weird. It's hard to describe, but it tasted kind of like Dole Whip butter. But it was good. But like Trevor said, the wings were very messy. There's still one left, but I'm full. I think my favorite thing though was braised short rib. I have no idea what the thing was underneath it. That's that one tatala or whatever it was. That seemed like it was filled with a black bean thing. So that was really good though. The short rib on top was nice and cooked well. It fell apart. It just shredded, and that was definitely the winner over the 2 things that I picked, but both were very good.
All right, so let's talk final thoughts now that we've gotten out of the restaurant here. My thoughts are kind of very similar to the lounge. Very expensive, not somewhere that I would come to on the regular, but the food was delicious.
Good for a nice fancy meal,
yes.
If you want.
Very good fancy meal, good for a date. People ask me all the time, where's good for a birthday? Where's good for an anniversary? Where's good for a special occasion? This place, Carthay Circle, is a nice way to treat yourself.
I did, I think, prefer Thai meal at the lounge.
I was about to say, how do you compare it to the lounge?
I think I prefer the lounge food, but I mean the atmosphere you kind of can't beat in Carthay Circle. Like it does feel very much like a fancy restaurant, like a date night. Whereas the lounge is, you know, it's a lounge.
The food, the lounge wins, I think, every time on the food. This food was good, and you'll have to see where this restaurant ends up in my official rankings whenever I update it for 2026, because truthfully, I don't even know right now. I'm going to have to sit down and think about it. I think the lounge is going to be number one, just a spoiler alert, but I don't know exactly where the restaurant's going to fall just yet. But overall, very good. Enjoyed it. No complaints from me. Would recommend for a special occasion. Is that it?
I think so.
All right. And that's going to be it for our time here today at Carthay Circle Restaurant. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. If you got questions, drop them in the comments below. I'm always happy to answer them. Click this video to check out the lounge. You might as well go if you haven't seen it yet. Go check out our review of Carthay Circle Lounge. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.